Uzair, what's your favorite WWE intro song? Because you should play that actually.
John Cena, bro. It has to be.
Give
Okay,
a
no.
rendition there. Give a give a
Bro.
rendition. Da, na, na,
Dun, dun, dun,
na.
dun.
Good evening. Actually, bad evening, everybody. Welcome to Prem de la Creme. We got a little bit of a collaboration here. Even we got Sing on the Cup from the 97th minute as well. I am threading this session. As you can see, I have a good panel here with me. I'll walk you guys through each of them. Or you know what? I don't know if this. I'll actually let them introduce themselves. So right now, I'm on the top left. We'll go down there, then from the bottom down there. So welcome everybody. I'm Nawaz, Mr. Corner Flag. Sing on the Cup. Who are you?
How's it, guys? I'm Nikhil Singh, part of Sing on the Cop. I also run a co-host of the 97th Minute with the Nawaz, the Corner Flag, just talking and debating about Liverpool and everything that we're all about. So yeah, just going to be getting into all the fixtures and the recent fixture of what happened today. Um, Definitely follow and keep up to watching the 97th Minute for all of
So
our
much
Liverpool
energy.
content.
So much energy, man. Yeah. Hamza.
Hello, everybody. My name is Hamza. I reside from Newcastle in England, but I am a Chelsea fan and I had a great weekend. So I look forward to discussing all the games, all the action in today's episode of Prem de la Creme. Over to you, Tristan, to talk about why Spurs are terrible.
Ah, thanks, Hamza. Thanks, Hamza. Yep. So yeah, my name is Tristan Ogle. I'm a Spurs fan, lifelong Spurs fan. Unfortunately, I don't know how I've been doing this for so long. I think there's about 5, 6 bridges I nearly jumped off of in my entire life. But
Yeah.
last year I had lots of joy, lots of great joy. Today, yeah, Spurs lost, so seventh bridge might just jump off it. Yeah, over to
Just
you,
stay
Zia.
till after the stream, though.
Okay, my name is Mohammed Uzair. On the socials, I'm known as Impeccable HD. And I'm here to grill the Liverpool people.
Oh, wait, okay, perfect, perfect. Yeah, we'll be talking about all of the games. I think I don't even know, guys. What should we just jump into the big one, or should we ease
No.
ourselves into it?
Let's just
Go
go for
for
the
the
What
main
do
big
you guys
event.
one, man. Why are you
Yeah,
shying
just go for
away?
it.
let's
Yeah.
go for the big one. Listen, I need to mind my words. Censorship, monetization, and that. Don't want to be saying too many things. But Liverpool, there are so many problems happening at my football club. So many problems. I actually don't know. You can't pinpoint one of it. That's the thing. I'm gonna list them all. I want the Q tools to come in, maybe plug in the gaps where I may have missed. But from the system, from the system to the players to the
Yep.
manager, like there are so many things. And you know what? Maybe let me talk a bit positively first, because the main thing I looked for in this game against Manchester United, the main thing was, can we have a good performance? Screw the result. If we had a good result, but it was a terrible performance again, then I would have been even more upset. But Liverpool had a good performance, in my opinion. Okay, might not have been the best performance. The Hamza, that might not have been the best performance, but it was a good performance considering the last three games before this. Nikhil, I don't know. What's your thoughts on the performance?
Um, it was better, but not good enough. So it was better than the way we played before. We created much more chances. I saw the energy that was there. Compared to the last three games, it was just much better, but as I said, just not good enough overall. Especially after the international break, we expected to see a bounce back, and that wasn't even good enough as a bounce back because there was still a lot of the same mistakes that happened before the international break, and it's just very disappointing to see that it's still happening now. And obviously, to lose against United at Anfield just makes it worse. So obviously, the spotlight is going to be on Liverpool heavily after this. But yeah, it was a better performance, but no way good enough.
Yeah, I mean the neutrals. Oh no, no, not even the neutrals. Uzair, have your moment, bro. Have your moment. What are your
Let
thoughts
me
on the
just
game?
say, right? The first half, I think we dominated y'all because of that early goal y'all were shot.
Dominated.
We created so many good chances. I think your only good chance was when Gakpo struck the bar in that first half. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes missed that one on the edge of the box. So And then in the second half, y'all came out gunning. I was actually scared. I was busy. I'm sitting on my knees in the stream like this here, and I'm praying that we don't concede. Pause. That we don't concede.
Resume.
Genuinely. And then
Yep.
Harry Maguire, it just had to be the cult hero.
Out of
Yeah,
all
look,
It
people,
had to be.
It's
out of all people.
Man United did play well. They had like certain spells of the game where they really were dangerous. I mean, Bruno Fernandes should have scored that goal 100%, but also at the same time, Cody Gakpo could have scored his goal and it could have been 1-1 even before that. It was just it's one where you shoot, if it doesn't go in, you don't know what's going to happen. And unfortunately, we lost the game because it didn't go in the net. And United were more clinical than Liverpool at the end, with Harry Maguire scoring as well. Being clinical, I mean, Liverpool had so many crosses, but nobody came close to scoring the way Harry Maguire did. He was clinical in the air. Slabhead did what Slabhead does, and he scored it. And it was unfortunate. Yes, Liverpool, I think, hit the post with Gakpo, I think 3 times or 2 times before he could even freaking score. But if you don't take your chances, as we know, the simple rule in football, you don't take your chances, it's going to bite you in the ass. And that is what happened to us. So they were like, we did come out guns blazing in the second half, but it just wasn't meant to be. Then United capitalized.
But
Yeah,
can
I
I
mean,
just say? Can I just say?
Go for it.
Where is Mo Salad? Where is
Oh.
bro? He needs to go for
Ish.
Umrah or something.
He demanded the new contract and he's nowhere to be seen. Don't you
And
love
what
it?
Yeah.
happened to
Taking notes from Aubameyang.
Uzi Words, bro?
Yeah, I think if I had to touch on
Double
that with
10.
Salah, yeah, it was there was chances where the decision making of Mo Salah has been really bad recently, and the crossings has been poor. But even when he had a chance, I think, and he hit it at the outside of the boot, Florian Wirtz was standing right next to him. He does not see anybody next to him to maybe make a pass to that could maybe try and shoot it. And knowing that he's not in the best of form, maybe try get an assist and not always try and score on your end. But it was atrocious. It really was. I mean, I know Mo Salah has haunted United enough, but this was probably his worst performance I've ever seen against Manchester United. So 100%, he was nowhere to be seen. He didn't do it. It was just, yeah, very poor. Very
Bro
poor.
needs to get baptized in the Zamzam water for real.
And okay, but, like I definitely have monologues to go through. Okay, like I'm sure even the kill, but I just yeah, like I'll still go through everyone quickly. Like I'll go to Tristan first. Tristan, like you watched the game. Tell me what were your thoughts on it? Like Liverpool, there's so many issues going on there. United as well, but like
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on the game?
I don't know. I think I agree with Uzermo about United dominating the first half, at least. Yeah, Liverpool just don't really look as good as they did last year. And in my opinion, nothing much has really changed. But dare I say, I think you guys were a bit lucky last season. Okay,
Oh
I think
my!
you were running on fresh motivation from a new coach, and maybe the motivation's run out now. So yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think we got some United fans also in the chat and stuff like fish nuts. I'm so buzzing right now. I don't know who's that. Fish nuts. What a name!
What you buzzing about? Like your fish nuts, or you just buzzing?
Just here to
Not
soak
sure
in the
then.
Liverpool cheers. Okay, no, fair enough.
Just soak in the
100%, bro.
fish
You need
nuts.
to drink it in.
Ish.
Ten Hagi.
Ish. Yeah.
Where was Isak today, boys? Where was Alexander Isak today?
Oh my goodness.
Phone
Because
Matthias
he's in the
Delete,
game.
he'll tell you.
Can
Matthias Delete
you
will tell you.
Okay, fine, fair. No, I was gonna say, okay, can a delivery man be I'm sure Uber Eats all that. Can he be to blame if he never received the food in the first place?
Right, okay. So when he gets played in behind in the first half and he's one-on-one with the keeper, right? He's been paid 125 million to get his services. Salah's not firing. You have a one-on-one against Manchester United. Talk to me about service then. Just walk me through service and delivery fees and all that sort of stuff there, bro. Because that
I just want to know,
unacceptable.
was that like his only chance in the whole game? I'd say so. That was like probably his only chance in the whole game. It was a tight chance. Maybe he should have done better. Fair enough.
Might I
Look,
add, it's my new keeper's second game
yeah, and
in
because
a
of the
Premier
magnitude of
League.
the
He
match,
came from the
because of
Belgium
the
league. From the
yeah,
Belgium
look,
league.
Making
I
him
don't
look
even know
good
what
too.
team he played for.
yeah, he look, it's knowing the magnitude of the game and that we've lost it, knowing that Isak did not score in that 1v1 chance is going to be looked at much more because, and I said this to you at halftime as well, Nawaz, that if that was Darwin Nunes, he'll be getting slated right now
You would have been.
if he
You
did
would have.
if he didn't
I
take
think
that
we might have
chance.
to be a bit consistent for sure. No,
We
for
have
sure.
to.
Yeah,
I
because
mean, okay, then it may have been maybe Isak's only shot or chance, but the fact that we lost and the fact that he had his only one chance, it's going to be looked at heavily and scrutinized because you expected to put it in the net. I don't know if Ekatike was 1-on-1, he's looking sharper than Isak right now.
You know what? And that's something I want to talk about now because there's certain players that should be playing over others. Like, okay, Ekitike, there was no need for him to be dropped. He was so good for Liverpool in the beginning of the season. Now it's almost as if like, okay, Isak, you signed him for X amount of money. He's your big money signing. You still push for him after you had Ekitike and after Ekitike had good performances, and you still push for Isak over the likes of like Maguire. And now it's like almost Arne Slot is trying to justify that signing by playing him over the player who was doing good, And then you have other players like Kirkes, like, okay, you know what? Kirkes, he hasn't really hit the ground running. And there was two approaches as to how you could put Kirkes in this team. Either you chuck him straight into the deep end immediately, because you know after this season he's probably going to be your number one, or you allow him to earn his spot, meaning, you have Robertson, who was actually Liverpool's best left back over how many years now, and then you have him still play, and then you have Kirkes earn his place into the left back position. So now Slot went for the one where just chuck him in. He didn't earn it or anything. We signed him, and then let him establish himself. And now I feel like Kirkes needs to get dropped. I feel like Ekitike needs to come into the team. Chiesa once again got the assist for Gakpo. How many more GA must this guy do to prove himself?
Yeah, what does
Sorry, guys.
Slot have against Chiesa? That guy
Bro,
comes on and saves you every game.
Chiesa's accent
I don't know.
Italian, bro.
Bro, I don't know. I don't know. But like, it's
Slot's
like
accent.
Slot has something against Chiesa, but he got a love relationship happening with Jones because Jones will come on anytime, anywhere, any place. Jones is coming on, man. But it's look, I agree, and I'm just going to touch on it a little bit, so then you guys can obviously give me your views. But I also believe the same thing. Ekitike came on, and the energy that he showed and the way he played felt much better than Isak. But then again, Isak didn't get as much service, maybe only that 1-on-1, which I wish he scored because look at the outcome of the game now. But yeah, what do you guys think in terms of the whole Ekitike Isak situation and Kirkes? I also think he should have been dropped. I thought Robertson should have maybe started because the whole game, United, Ahmad to Kirkes, Mbemu to Kirkes. They only played the long ball down that side. It was very rare it was going towards the Mason Mount side, especially in the first half.
It's political though, right? Like you can't spend Liverpool will never spend any money on anyone, right? And then you can't spend 125 mil on a striker that you bought after you bought the good striker, right? Like Isak is meant to be that 10 out of 10 striker. Ekitike is going to become the 10 out of 10, right? They didn't have a plan for Ekitike becoming the 10 out of 10 and Isak becoming washed, So it's kind of political. You can't spend 40 million or more and put him on the bench, right? So yeah, it's a bit of a sticky one. But as you're mentioning, the problems are a lot deeper than just Alexander Isak. Right, this is a new iteration of the team. This is a new iteration of the whole formation. You lost Trent. People talk about Diaz. I think the biggest problem is Trent. Like he's gone. People don't talk about how big of a and I think it's normal that you're going to have results like these because people. I think when Trent left, the whole discourse was Trent is bad for leaving Liverpool because he's a Scouser, rather than oh shit, we've just lost the best. I mean, I'm a Chelsea fan. I love Reece James, right? But like basically the first or second best right back in the league. And we've replaced him with some guy who doesn't even properly play right back, So the whole team has to change. So when people are saying Klopp is slot one with Klopp's team, that discourse becomes louder and louder and louder. Every single game, he doesn't get solutions to this. But yeah, that's what I think in terms of Liverpool. But I wouldn't fret too much if I was a Liverpool fan.
I can't lie. When Ekitike entered the pitch, I got scared, bro, because his first play was him driving and he hit that thunderbolt that went past the post. I got scared. When Isaac was on the field, I was like, it's calm. We'll keep him in the pocket. But as soon as Ekitike stepped on the field, I was like, hey, but shaky there.
Yeah. And I mean, even with the Trent situation as well, I mean, I feel that Mo Salah is a different player when Trent Alexander-Arnold was feeding him those through balls. And now you look at somebody like Conor Bradley, he doesn't really do that much. You've got someone like Frimpong who has the pace, but they want him to play more on the right wing than as a right back. And then Soboslai, which probably is going to be my man of the match for Liverpool, worked his freaking ass off from
One
midfield
of
to
the few.
CDM. Then he played right
Yeah.
back to try and get the ball off Cunha, who I thought was going to score that chance, but somehow Soboslai came back. So I do believe that as well. I think Liverpool lost Trent and lost the passing abilities that he had because he made passes out of nothing. And now you're seeing Liverpool cross so much into the box, or the typical Cody Gakpo cut in and cross in. And the deliveries are just not what Trent gave, because he's like another level. Yes, okay, his defending is sus with Trent, but the delivery is top
Yeah.
tier. And we haven't matched that. And Liverpool are crossing so much now. Yes, okay, we got his sack in the box, but no one's hitting those passes the way we used to.
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean, he's the
I
best
touched on
passer in
that,
the
yeah.
world, bro. Like, there's
I
no
think
player in the world that can kick a football like Trent Alexander-Arnold.
exactly. I don't know if it was on the 97th minute or if it was on Prem de la Creme, but I think I did speak, or maybe on both. I did touch on this, but I did say also, yeah, Liverpool have now gone from approaching games with fullbacks that are, passing first oriented. I don't know if I told you. Who was it? I think it was Adamza maybe. And now we've swapped that passing first mindset of a fullback to a driving first mindset. From Frimpong and Kirkes are both players who will take the ball and drive with it first. By the way, Frimpong, can I just touch on him for a second? The guy
Mm.
was on the field for how many minutes? 10, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe 12. The guy had two threatening chances on the right wing. That's two more than Salah.
Yeah.
Like, he got the ball, took his man on. Salah, I don't think took on, who was it? Dalot in the beginning, and then there's Dogo afterwards. Did Salah beat them? You tell me.
Nah,
I don't know.
think so.
I don't think so.
You know, once Frimpong came
No.
on, Dogu was cooked. He got cooked
Yeah,
twice by
the
Frimpong.
Frimpong literally took his first two attempts and he passed whoever the left back was. I think it was Dogo. He passed Dogo twice and got a ball in. That one where Cody Gakpo, criminal miss, by the way. Where Frimpong does take on Dogo, crosses it in.
Open header.
Gakpo essentially
Open
has
header.
legit 80% of the goal. Either the way it comes
Yeah,
from
I
is still
was
hits that.
I was screaming.
So,
I could not deal with that, and it's just a different approach. I mean, they know what Salah is going to do, but you bring on Frimpong in that opportunity, and they're like, okay, new player, fresh player. What do? We don't know what's Frimpong's next move, and he created that chance. Cody Gakpo. It's like I had such a love-hate relationship with Cody Gakpo in this game. You don't even understand. There's times
yeah,
where I celebrated his goal. There's times where I'm screaming and swearing because he hits the bar. Then he hits the bar again, and I'm just like, jeez.
yeah.
But
I saw
the
you had
thing,
like oh, sorry. I just saw Hamza like one of those moments of realization thingies.
yeah.
What did you
What do you want to say?
So I was just rewatching the highlight of literally what you just said, and it's like the more you watch it, the more you're like, how have you missed?
Yeah,
How have
yeah,
you missed
yeah.
from
you
that
miss.
part?
So that's why it's a type of game where if people don't know football and if they just look at the result, they're going to be like, okay, United cook Liverpool. But the chances that went to waste from both sides, I mean, Bruno, Gakpo, it is criminal that it happened. But the question that I want to pose to the people, I'm not sure if you already have that in your itinerary there, Nawaz, but the first goal of United that went
Yeah.
in, with the collision that happened, yes, with Virgil van Dijk hitting his own player's head. Do you guys think it's a goal that should have gone through, or do you think that, and maybe I got the rules wrong in the game, that if any head injury happens, the game is meant to stop? But apparently the commentator said that the referee did not see the head injury while looking at them make the tackle. So I just want to know.
In my opinion, it's a goal. Like I know what you're saying about the rules, but I mean that's like friendly fire. Like, can you really call for the referee to intervene on your own mistake? I don't think so. I think you have to accept what happened.
Yeah, and it all happened very
Yep.
quickly. Like it seems very like you
Mm.
clutching at straws a bit there.
Yeah, but okay, so my view of it is, I mean, I've watched like the Liverpool game against Crystal Palace and the game against Galatasaray, and they were like, I could be wrong 4 or 5 times in both those games. At the moment a player from a corner, it hit their head or a collision or anything, or even 3 players hitting heads, could literally, the referee just blew foul, 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 foul. So I understand that as well. It was a goal, but in my head, I want to know, how does this head injury work? Because when I'm watching the Liverpool games or even other games, the moment there's a head injury from a corner or a tackle, I've seen the ref sometimes turn around, stop the play in the midfield while people are attacking, be like, hang on, it's a head injury, and then there's a big commotion with the crowd. So obviously, yes, this did lead to a goal, but I mean, you could see that it wasn't a fake head injury. His head was bleeding. So it's such a controversial one to look at. Obviously, yes, fair play to Mbemo, clinical goal, bang. Konate caught sleeping, Van Dijk didn't catch up with him. Little finish from Mbemo, 100%. I know the quality he has. He's done it for Brentford. I'm not taking that away from them, but it's like I feel like almost like a double whammy
But that's
with the
why,
foul and
like,
our own player.
obviously Liverpool had like a lot of issues. Okay, but now
Yeah,
the way we conceded both of our goals,
yeah,
the first one, yeah, Mbamo, let's not forget he was one of the guys that was on the floor also. Maybe he might not have been as early as McAllister, but he goes on the floor, he brushes it off, gets up, runs past Van Dijk. Van Dijk looks
mm,
over his shoulder. He knows Mbeumo's coming and he lets Mbeumo run straight past him. And Mbeumo's the guy that scores the goal. So there I blame Van Dijk more than I blame the referee. Because you can't just allow your man to, pass you. And
yeah.
literally, I don't even know. Did he go off Konate onto the keeper, or was the keeper just very unlucky? I couldn't really tell during the
Well, Van
highlight.
Dijk didn't
Either
even
way,
call for it. He didn't like
Mm.
you say like Mbeumo ran past him, but you would have thought he ran past him because Van Dijk's appealing for the free kick. But like the goal goes in, and he doesn't even look to the referee to be like, "What the hell's going on?" So yeah, you're right.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
the second week in a
Van Dijk
row,
was caught
Van
sleeping.
Dijk's been
But like
been
going
caught
back
sleeping.
to Singh's thing about fouling, about the foul, I agree with Tristan because I remember a few years ago against Arsenal, Fred stood on David De Gea's foot and who was it? Smith Rowe walloped it in, and the referee gave a goal. So I mean, you can't
Yeah, I
really call
remember
it
that.
on friendly fire because I agree with Tristan
Mm.
there.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's a tough one because I don't know. Yeah, the rarity of this, it's majority of the head injuries come from the opposition hitting the other player, and now with your own player doing it, it's a bit of a gray area in terms of that. But yeah, I mean, it really set course for the game
Yeah.
going forward after that. I mean, I didn't see that coming at all. When Bemo scored the goal, I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? What's happening here? So yeah, I mean, it's a tough one to take, but
So
yeah,
that's one area. That one of the goals. Okay, like I'll give United probably a little bit of credit. I won't say I don't think United did very well this game at all. In all honesty, Liverpool did so shit. Liverpool was shit. United was still shit. United was more shit. I'm not even joking. United was more shit than Liverpool, and y'all got lucky. Y'all won the game. Okay, but okay, not lucky. More like we were just sleeping at the wrong times because like that Van Dijk one, I'm saying Van Dijk fell asleep there. And Maguire's goal, how the hell has Liverpool allowed three Manchester United players to be there at the back post? Because if Maguire didn't get it, I'm pretty sure Dorgo was one of the other players, and if I'm not mistaken, but who was the other guy? There was another guy. There was three guys there
yeah,
in the back
I
post.
can't remember
And
off the top
Maguire
of
was
my
the
head
one.
which one.
But Maguire was the lucky one that got his head to it. And there again, I blame Liverpool's defensive frailties because United, please, okay, Uzair, you tell me, what did United do in this game that was better than Liverpool? Besides scoring
Honestly
goals.
speaking, I don't think we did anything better.
Exactly.
Genuinely speaking, because okay, in the first half, maybe there were glimpses here and there that we did things better because we created a bunch of chances in the first half. But in the second half, you almost locked us up completely. Especially after that Gakpo goal, you were just sending attack after attack. And then when he came to that corner for Harry Maguire to punt it in with that big head of his, I don't
he
even
did it. He
know.
was clinical. Yeah,
Bro did some magic or whatever there.
Well,
I don't
he
even
wasn't
know.
he wasn't marked. I don't know if you saw. Konate was
Yeah.
supposed to mark him, but Konate like looks forward, sees that he's under the ball, and then looks at Maguire. But instead of like, you see that you're under the ball, go backwards and hit it, He's just looking.
And for a
And
yeah,
team that
then
scores very little from set pieces,
yeah.
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure we have one
yeah,
of the lowest percentages from set
yeah,
pieces. For us to
Yeah.
score at Anfield in a derby game per se, the biggest game in England,
Yeah, the
for a
Northwest
team
Derby. Yeah.
who has the worst record in from set pieces, for us to score, it's just absolute
yeah.
cinema, bro.
It's crazy. I mean, it's when Liverpool didn't get the equalizer, finally, it was almost like oh my god, finally at least. And
He
from
nearly
there,
missed
knowing
that goal.
Liverpool, he did. It was a scuff shot. It completely was a scuff shot.
It
And
nearly went off his head with there.
yeah, because it just became it literally was going the way of the game was like it's just not going to happen. It just does not look like it's going to happen. Missed chances over the post, hitting the post, deflected crosses, everything is happening for Liverpool besides a goal. We can do everything else but nothing. And after we made it 1-1, the chances that Liverpool were getting, we were driving at United, and I thought that we really, really can do it then. But we couldn't. And I mean, even when Maguire made it 2-1, when Liverpool kept attacking, it wasn't like we were really attacking. It's like we were going towards them, turning around and passing it sideways, or going towards them, turning around and going left or right. And then there was a few chances between Ekitike and Verts where we tried to get it through. But I think the last straw for me personally, where I lost my shit, was when they passed the ball across and then Konate left it and then Chiesa left it and then everyone wants to leave it for everyone. And I was just like, can somebody just,
ironic because
hit
it
this?
was a lot of dummies on the flipping field.
I don't know if they tried to
Definitely a lot
recreate
of
the whole
dummies.
I don't know if they tried to recreate the whole Newcastle buzz with Rio and Gomoa scoring, but United held their ground. They held their ground. Delit was sacrificing himself and future kids for every freaking cross that came in. And I mean, United did what they had to do. They defended like their life depended on it. They cleared it every chance that they could. And yeah, once again, at the end, it's catching up to Liverpool now, where we can't score those late goals. And yeah, we conceded like that. The way we conceded
Can
as
I
well was
say the
just
amount of
horrific.
criticism we got for signing Matthias de Ligt from Bayern Munich, that he's an injury-prone centre back, he's not world
Mm.
class. He just showed that he's absolutely top quality. Even last season, he was one of our better centre backs, and he's
I mean,
growing
listen,
into
I'm not
this
gonna
like
lie.
He
I'm
put
not
a
gonna
leadership
shift
lie.
role
today.
into
He
the
put a
back
shift
I don't know
today.
three.
about
He
that.
put a
It
shift
doesn't
today,
mean
though.
much.
Once in a blue moon thing, okay?
Yeah.
He's been one of our better players so far this season.
This season,
Because you've been
yeah.
This
asked.
season,
You've been asked. That's why.
that's very
Yeah, let's
true.
not
But
forget
like,
Liverpool lost to a team who started
Big
off the game
cheeks.
in the bottom half
but
of the
we
field.
beat
Liverpool
Chelsea as
started
well. So
bottom
like,
half of the table. That's where it started off the game.
Oh, bring that one
we
up.
beat
Where are you on
Chelsea
the
as
table,
well with
Buster?
Matthias
Where are
de
you
Ligt
on
and
the
Harry
table?
Maguire at the back, locking it up towards the end of the game. So
Yeah, I mean, I
how
just read
shit do
something
we
now
have
as
to
well.
be for us to see out wins?
You lost to Spurs in the final, bro. I don't want to bring that up, but you lost to Spurs in the final. I know
I mean,
this isn't what this is about, but you lost to
listen,
Spurs in the final, brother.
Like
and
Ronaldo said, past these passes never
Postecoglou
come again.
Spurs as well.
Past these
Boston
passes
Congress
never
Spurs
come
is the
again.
Yeah.
biggest insult,
You
man.
must focus on the
I,
present.
I just saw Matthias de Ligt say that against Liverpool, we knew it was going to be tough and things, but they have weaknesses, and that's their fullbacks.
Yeah.
So I was just like, yo,
But
okay.
I mean, sorry, I want everyone to also have a go there. But there's so many things I want to talk about. Liverpool. Just one last thing, I guess, from me is let's not forget that Liverpool are changing up a system. All right, I know a system is a very niche word nowadays, but listen to me. Listen to me. Liverpool, when they had Bobby Firmino, right, around maybe what was it, 2016 up until 2022 when they started integrating himself out of the field, out of the team. Liverpool
Mm.
obviously had that system of a 4-3-3 false nine. That's how we attacked. That's how we generated goals and stuff. Now, obviously, we adapted somewhat after that. It took a year or two, let's not even lie, when Diogo Jota came into the team. We had even the likes of, I think, Darwin Núñez eventually 2 years, 3 years later. Where we have a typical number nine, so that number nine position changed. And now also, Liverpool's fullbacks, like I touched on it a couple of times now, that style of attack has changed. I can honestly tell you that Liverpool, or actually, I can't tell you how Liverpool will score a goal this season. It's not
Yeah.
about our defensive frailties. Fair enough, that's there also. The midfield, on and off, always 2 out of the 3 perform. I haven't seen a game this season where all 3 actually did well. But
Mm.
attacking wise, I really can't tell you where Liverpool score, how Liverpool score, what's the avenue to that striker, to that. Because last season, like Tristan mentioned, Liverpool was very, I guess, reliant on Salah. Or lucky, if
Yep.
you want to call it, because Salah was obviously doing so well. But that was an avenue. That's how Liverpool, you
Yep.
knew Liverpool, if you give it to Salah, he was going to cut inside, he was going to shoot. You give it to Gakpo, he was going to cut inside, he was going to shoot. But we kept on scoring goals. It was sustainable, right? But now this season, I really can't tell you, because even all of our late winners came different ways. The Newcastle, beautiful football, Chiesa, whatever, a lucky bounce. Arsenal, free kick. It's like there isn't a consistent way. I can't tell you how Liverpool will end up scoring against any team. And you know what, United, you all did what you had to do. I hope you guys actually become better so we can play football and try and have a good football game with one another, because you all knew you all weren't good enough to actually play football against Liverpool. So that's why 40% of your tactics was the dark arts. That's how I see the game. 40% of it was make sure you stay on the floor long enough, make sure you kick the ball, make sure you kick the players. And Burmo, by the way, I think he was more on target than Liverpool's players. Fuck, man, the guy scored. I can't even talk too much about him. But either way, Liverpool, obviously, there's so many things to talk about there. But I think that's the last part I want to leave it with Liverpool and me, is that performances, At least this game, it looked okay. It looked like there isn't really a crisis to worry about. It's all about Arne Slot just figuring it out. How do you get an avenue towards the likes of Ekitike and Isak? By the way, last thing, Ekitike, Isak, when they were both on the field, I thought, oh, where finally I'm going to see
Same.
Ekitike and Isak have that partnership. But 5 minutes later, Isak gets subbed off. Terrible from Arne Slot. Establish that double striker words there, and you sorted. But he doesn't even want to do that.
What does
But
this
yeah,
mean, big
that's
picture?
me.
though? Well, what does
Huh?
this mean, big picture, though? Right? Because we talk a lot about in the game, right?
Yeah.
I was watching it thinking, well, what's the end part of it, to be honest? But like, I was watching it thinking, I need you to win to put pressure on Arsenal, right? Not because I think we'll win the league, but just put pressure on Arsenal. Where does this leave you lot in the Premier League?
I mentioned it immediately after the game. I think you can probably go after me. I mentioned it immediately while I was still live. Was Liverpool this season needs to establish a sense of consistency, because in order to win the league, you need to be stable enough over the space of 38 games. Liverpool can still probably win a cup. We have a good enough manager and good enough players to win a cup, and that includes the Champions League. But in order to be consistent over 38 games, we ain't winning the league this season. If we continue acting the way we've been acting now, we ain't winning the league this season.
Look, right now Liverpool are fourth. Bournemouth are above us on the log. It's crazy. But yeah, we've won 50 points. Bournemouth are above us on 15 as well, and Arsenal are on 19. So already a 4 point gap is established between Liverpool and Arsenal. And just the other day, it could have been the other way around where Liverpool could have a gap on them. So it just shows, and City are now all of a sudden back in the mix with Erling Haaland being Erling Haaland again.
They said you win the
So-
league, inshallah. I mean,
So
Liverpool doesn't.
so I think the thing for me is, and just to touch on it as well with Liverpool is, I think it's just shortly, it's catching up on Liverpool, because we could have been in a much worse position had we had not scored all of those late winners. And it's a big transition that's happening. I think because of the pressure and the price tags of people in the Premier League, fans and people think that automatically, you're assembling this Avenger team, they're going to have to click straight away. And I'm not going to lie, even I thought it as well. It happened with me too, because I mean, I looked at Liverpool and the players we signed, and I'm like, holy shit, there's no ways we're going to lose here. There's no ways this is going to happen, because you live in dreamland. You're freaking FC26 career mode, yeah. So you're excited. But at the end of the day, we have been humbled at the fact that you can have all of this. People are making memes saying Liverpool are the Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi type of team for PSG, that it just didn't click with so many superstars. And I
Yeah.
do think the team will click eventually, but it's showing now the cracks
Okay.
where we have to find a way to score. There's no Mane, Salah, Firmino. There's no unselfishness of Firmino feeding the two wingers. There's no Trent and Robertson providing insane assists from the left back and right back. Now we're actually playing where we're trying to focus on the midfield to feed the strikers to score. And it's no longer just relying on Salah. So it's a whole new adaptation for Liverpool to make. And the one thing I'll touch on is, in terms of pressing machines, we lost two very big pressing machines in Luis Diaz and Darwin Nunes, who used to press the ball like crazy and mad and just
And
lick
so
it
was
to
like in the
Liverpool.
10.
And Soboslai. So I believe that it is catching up for Liverpool right now, where Slot has to sit and scratch that bald head and think, how do I make this team work now? Because it's not a Trent Robertson type of way to score, not a Trent
Yeah.
Robertson Firmino way to create the goals. And
Yeah.
that's what the midfield is going to have to do it now. I mean, there hasn't been anything completely convincing. But yeah, where to next? I'm not sure, but we just got to try and find the
Actions speak louder
consistency,
than
or
words.
else we're gonna.
It
we're
shows
gonna
how
suck.
good your team was, though. You talk about Robertson, you talk about Trent, you talk about Salah, Mane,
Yeah.
Firmino. Like, I don't think we realize actually how it's like. You don't realize how good something is until it's over, right?
Until it's
Not to
gone,
get so
yeah.
emotional about it, right? But it is
But
the
it's
same
cool.
thing here. Like Salah, Mane, Firmino, Robertson, like those flying wing backs. Honestly, in my opinion, I think the best fullback that I've ever seen play is Marcelo and Ashley Cole. But Robertson and Trent, now I think about it, are like, well, why are they not better? So
Yeah.
it's like a huge thing to lose those players out of it. And
Yeah.
I mean,
It shows how it impacts the team, because maybe Salah still has the mindset of Trent Robertson feeding him those balls, those crosses, and everything like that. So now he has to adapt. Then he was feeding Darwin Nunes and Luis Diaz. I mean, you look at it when Liverpool played United at Trafford, and it was Salah that assisted Luis Diaz, knew exactly how to find him and play with him. Now Salah has to learn how to play with this whole new attack in midfield and things. But obviously, you're playing in the Premier League. You spent all this money. You lost 4 games in a row. You lost to Chelsea and United. The spotlight can't be any bigger on you right now. So the pressure's
Yeah.
going to be there, whether they like it or
Yeah.
not. It's just what they do with
Yeah.
it. And now to lose to United at Anfield after 10 seasons, I don't think it can get any more crazy
It's the
than
type
that
of
right
game
now
that
in
can maybe
pressure.
make the owners start looking also. Like the owners, I don't really
Yeah.
associate Liverpool's owners with like the type of owners to just sack a manager
Mm.
after a couple of bad games. But it's the type of form we're in now, the type of games we're losing, it will make the owners start actually
Yeah.
paying attention, like a bit more attention.
Like you're
But
not
yeah,
up
so
for
just to touch on that, like how important Liverpool's ex players were, Hamza touched on it. It's like if you change 4 games in the Klopp era, just 4 games, 4 90 minutes. Liverpool would have 2 more Champions Leagues and 2 more Premier Leagues. 2 Champions League
Yeah.
finals and 2 last days under Premier League season where we lost it by a single point. 4 games is all it takes to get 2 more Prems and 2 more Champions League. So that it just shows how good Liverpool's players were. It's a harsh sport sometimes. But enough about Liverpool. Enough about Liverpool. The team that did end up winning was Manchester United. So I have some questions for Uzair. Uzair, be honest. Like
Yes.
Ruben Amorim, is two wins in a row now. You're living the dream from Sunderland to Liverpool, from Old Trafford, or was it the Stadium of Light? I don't know where you want Sunderland to Anfield. Life is
It
good
was
right
it
now.
was
I'm
at
assuming, yeah.
Old Trafford, I think. I can't remember. But
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I thought he got the lineup wrong because I'm seeing Mason Mount instead of Benjamin Sesko up top. So all the United fans were having an absolute meltdown before kickoff because of
Yeah.
that. But in all fairness, it looks like he's paid off. He does have something up there. It's not just 3-5-2 and play or
But
three
what did
whatever this
Mount do?
formation is. I
What
mean,
did
Did,
Mount
he
did
do?
held
Mount
up play
do?
really well. To be fair,
Hmm?
that's about it.
Remember, I told you United weren't that good in this game, but
That's what he does. He holds up play for a man of that stature. Instead of having your 6'5" or whatever he is, to have Mason Mount there to hold up play, he got it right. To be fair,
yeah.
so
But do you see Ruben Amorim being a guy that you can give? Okay, let's say first checkpoint, give him until December, or do you think what, this guy ain't going to take my club anywhere? Finished 15th last season. It's riding his luck this season.
you know what? Now I'm tired of changing managers. We went from Moyes, Van Gaal to who was it? To Jose, to Ole, to Ralph
Yeah,
Rangnick for a bit, then Ten Hag. Now we're here. I'm
yeah.
tired
The
of
last time
changing
you won
system
us,
after
the last
system
time you
after
won us at
system.
Anfield was Louis van Gaal, by the way. That just
Exactly, like
shows.
10 years ago, bro.
And they're 2 points off top four.
How far are they from
United.
us?
They're
Two,
2 points
I think.
off top four. 2 points off you.
Oh yeah, we fought.
Yeah.
And like we went
Yeah.
from a like pure counter-attacking system where we had players like Pogba. You see on the turn, you see Marcus Rashford gunning it down the wing and just ball through. Rashford's gonna score. Now we're playing with this build up from the back instead of just flinging it on the counter attack.
Yeah,
So like to adapt to the system is a bit janky.
yeah. But I guess you know what, that formation, right? That three, what's it? 3-4-3.
3-4-2-1 or whatever it is. I don't even know.
That 3-4-2-1 is the most adaptable formation you can actually use in game, because there was moments in that game where United did have like almost like a 5-4-1 sort of situation and stuff, right? Like where they were
Yeah.
really
I'm pretty
layering
sure
up the
towards the
defense.
end of
But
the
then,
game, we had
yeah,
everyone in the box.
yeah,
Yeah.
y'all counted us quite well. Like the minute y'all got the ball after Liverpool was attacking, flip of a switch, bodies forward.
And Mateus
So I did
Cunha
that quite
down
well.
that wing was just amazing. In
Yeah,
the
there
Even
were
the likes of
chances where
Mahmoud
Liverpool
Diallo.
couldn't get the ball off
some
him. There were
pressure.
times, yeah. Mm,
Who was the man of the match
definitely.
in this game, by the way? I'll ask you
Whoa.
everyone. Nah, the
In
man
my
of the match.
opinion, I want to give it to one of the defenders,
Channel.
either the Ligt or Maguire, because they held up really well against
Probably has to
the
be
attack.
Maguire then, because he got the win also.
Yeah, if he didn't get the winner, I'd give it to the Ligt.
Yeah. But United, in all honesty, it's one of those games now where it's annoying, because I looked at it from a performance perspective. United really didn't perform better than Liverpool, in my opinion. Call me salty if you want. I just think it was a game that paved over cracks for you all, and a game that showed progress for us. But we'll have to let time do its thing.
But
Poor
we always
result.
do it
good
against the bigger
performance.
teams.
That's
Against
the thing. We are
against
versing
other
next because if
teams,
we're versing Burnley next, we're going to lose.
I don't even bother to check. I'm just
We're
I'm just
versing Brighton
ecstatic.
at Old Trafford. We're versing
That's
Brighton
a
at
hard
Old
game
Trafford.
as well.
But Uze, I don't think you answered Nawaz's question about what's happening with Amorim. You know, like where does this leave him
Okay,
and
so
United?
I want to see him succeed, right? Because I don't want to go under another manager. Then we must adapt to a whole new system, and then we must give him time. And then if his system fails, then we must find another manager.
Yeah.
So you're
So
saying
you
keep him,
Amorim in.
like
So
keep
I've
him
been
no matter
Amorim
what.
in since last season, right? I want to see him have a full season with the players that we got the players he wanted to play whatever system this is. Let him have a go
Yeah.
this season, see where we finish off, and then next season we see what unfolds.
So okay, so no matter what the performances is, if it's another season where he ends up maybe going towards 15th again, like you
If
give him until the end of the season. You give him until the end of the season.
Yeah, if we don't finish in European spots, then we have to look at it.
And
But
European
give him the
spots
full
goes as
season
down
is
as
what
to
you're
eighth
saying.
now.
Yeah, if we don't
Yeah.
finish in the top 8, there's gonna be a lot of questions asked
Okay.
because
Okay.
he got Benjamin Sesko, he got Mbumo, he got Cunha, he got Dogu, he got his keeper. 5 players, 5 players. He basically chucked
Mhm.
out Garnacho, he chucked out Rashford. We basically like rebuilt like 60% of the team.
Yeah. Chucked out
So
Xerxes and Hoyland as well. Hoyland's doing
yeah,
well.
yeah. So I mean, Hoyland was
Yeah.
like non-existent. He was just a
Xerxes
wood
still at
piece.
the club, by the way,
Wait,
but he just
Zaxi was on
ignores
the
him.
bench today.
Xerxes on the
Yeah,
bench.
he just ignores him. Yeah.
Well,
Um,
I want to give him the full season and see what he does, and then we can
Yeah.
look back at it and see if
Yeah.
he stays where we need to improve,
Yeah.
and just go forward with it.
Sure. Okay. Fair enough. But I think that's probably enough Liverpool, Manchester United talk. I want to get into the two other panel members here. We got Spurs who had a very lacquer, juicy game there at still a stadium that doesn't have a name, by the way, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
That's the name. That's the name.
I don't. You can't count that. Come on. Like even Everton, they said, you know what? Let's go for the Dickinson Stadium. Let's at least have a name to the stadium. We all said, yeah, can't afford a sponsor.
What's the name of this?
Dickinson.
The Hill Dickinson.
No one cares about that first word. Okay,
I
sorry.
think it's the
Go
Sus
for it.
Stadium.
Go for it. Tristan, y'all had a good game against Aston Villa.
Oh man, so disappointing because we started really well,
Yeah.
and we had quite a few chances actually. When you and Nikhil were speaking about missed opportunities, I actually felt your pain because we went through the same thing. In the game, first half and second half, we had a few chances, and it was like silly misses that you know you need to put at the back of the net. And if we did that, we would have won the game easily. I honestly felt that we dominated the game. We should never have lost. But wow, Villa were good with the two chances that they had. They converted really good goals. I can't take anything away from them with that. But that's the thing. Like, I suppose they just had some like a bit of extra quality over what we had. I mean, you'd think Kolomowani's quality, but my guy missed the ball in front of the net. Like, you know, when you think of like professional players, you can kick the ball and miss the goal, but missing the ball and it's coming to you slowly, man, that's special. Yeah. Another one was I think it was Tal. Oh, that guy. Shame. I like him. I like his energy. But I also don't know how we've paid as much as we have for them for him because I don't know where it's going wrong.
They took him away
Say
from
again?
someone, isn't it? Like y'all signed him over a certain club. I can't remember
I
who
think he was
the
going to
other guy
United.
He was supposed to
United.
come to United. Yeah, we were
Yeah.
interested.
Yeah. Overall, I think we had a good game. We just didn't finish our chances, and
Yeah.
that's what's frustrating. And then our defense, it's not bad because they scored some really good goals. We should have closed down their players, but yeah, good goals. I think the
You were
second goal,
unlucky
I don't
also.
know. Yeah,
Romero got the training warm up injury.
yeah, yeah, he did. But defensively, I think we were fine. We weren't bad. Um, I do have a criticism of Javi Simmons.
Ooh.
I don't think I'm a
Supposed to be
fan
a big
actually.
money signing that. That's supposed to be a big
Yeah,
signing this season.
yeah. So
Chelsea
far,
wanted him bad.
yeah,
We did.
he hasn't added anything to our game, if I'm being
He
honest.
got stuck in though.
Um,
He really got stuck in. Do you not think?
like defensively, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair play. But we've got players for that. You know, he's supposed to go forward, shoot. I'd love to see him shoot. He takes the ball and he'll just distribute it, pass it to someone else, and it's like, dude, what are you doing?
There's one where
You
he's
know?
on the edge of the box where he passes to Odebear. That one. He should have
Yeah,
shot then.
yeah,
Yeah.
many times, and it's just like he didn't make any mistakes, but it's like you're not bringing anything. You know? Um, I think when Bergvall came on, it was slightly better. But yeah, disappointing.
Yeah.
Do you
Morgan
think
Rogers'
that?
goal though.
Yeah, banger goal. Do you think that Spurs are really missing the likes of Solanke and Kulusevski to really get this team clicking? Because I understand Mateus Tally is there, Javi Simmons is there, and I mean they are the new signings that came in as well. Similar trying to gel. You got Kolo Briani, Muyani, that's there as well. And I think I think to myself, like, I mean, you look at someone like Colomiani, he's a FIFA merchant as well, but to think that he's moved so much from club to club to club, and now he's come through to the Premier League, trying to make it work, but he also hasn't been even given the consistency. And my take is, where does he rank in the strikers? Because you've got Rashali Goat, you've got Solanke, then you've got Kolomuyani. So it's like you got to try and think, where does he fit in? I think Spurs are so much more lethal when they got Solanke and they got Kulusevski coming off that wing, and even a fit Madison as well. Um, so yeah, it's I just see United Spurs just so much more clinical and lethal then. And I mean, there was a time where you guys would play Brennan Johnson and Kulusevski and have Solanke there, and he was lethal. I think that was the game where you guys beat City at their own home. So do you feel
Yeah,
like you're waiting for them to come back to really get the full effect of Spurs, and Spurs are just trying to make do with what they have now?
it's a very good question because I didn't, I don't feel like we're trying to make do. I feel like these signings are supposed to be signings that fill in. You know, I mean, not just fill in. I think that they compete when everyone is fit. Like Kulusevski, great player, very
Mm,
attacking, very creative. But everyone has like off days. Like I've seen Spurs still play bad with Kulusevski on, with Madison there, with Solanke there. Those are really good players. But um, yeah, let's say Madison, Kulusevski, all of them are out. I'd expect Simmons to do that exact same job, maybe even
mm,
more because of the price we paid for them.
mm.
Um, so yeah, no excuses. I think
Okay.
More underwhelming.
they're not squad players. You know, I think
Mm.
everyone is supposed to be fighting for that first team place. Um, yeah, they're not backups. I would say.
So trusted. Obviously, you'll be analyzing and watching Spurs more than us, obviously.
Eve Bissouma.
There is a question I want to ask Tristan though. Is like,
Yeah,
okay, this has been going on longer than your current manager, but now that was your 11th defeat in the space of like 18 Premier League games at home, right? And I think Thomas Frank had like a good part first two games to the season, and he sold me dreams. I can't lie. I thought Thomas Frank might have a bit of a title charge going on here, but
yeah.
that was very short. Now, it is very short lived. It was very short lived. Do you think, yeah, like it's a role for him that he also has to, I guess, adapt into, or do you think he's probably out of his depth to Spurs
Yeah,
now?
yeah.
Still
No,
very early
you
stages, but it's just questions I want to ask.
yeah. No, you make a good point because I actually felt the same thing. Obviously, didn't say anything. First two games that we played, of the season, and then even can you call it preseason with the Super Cup game we played against PSG? I was blown away. I also thought like, hey, maybe there's like title charge. We might not win it, but maybe we can compete. I think the quality is maybe come down a bit, or I get what you're saying because Thomas Frank, I think he needs to let go a bit of the Bournemouth tactics because I also feel like we're becoming like set piece merchants. That for me, that's where I see our goals coming from a lot: corners, free kicks, crosses in open play. That's actually where it comes from most of the time. Is he out of his depth? I think I'm starting to question it as well. I definitely don't think he's going to do as bad as Ange did. I think we're going to be quite solid defensively, which
Kind
I
of low
think
bar
Bournemouth
there,
were
too.
as well. Yeah. But attacking wise, I think we've got like a bit of a problem. At this stage, I'd be really, really, really happy if we finish fourth with the way we're playing. So
I feel like Spurs have like a bit of a Liverpool situation happening with them as well right
I
now.
feel
I
the same.
mean,
Yeah.
I feel obviously Liverpool have paid more, spent more money. But I think we do. I mean, they've got the Xavi Simons situation. We've got the Florian Wirtz situation. They have got the Colomiani situation, Matthias Tell situation. We've got the Isak's situation, not a Ketike that much because he's been doing it well. So I feel that we both have a little bit of that happening. Obviously, I feel the spotlight is more for Liverpool because of winning the league last season, now coming back this season and signing. And obviously, I'm not putting Spurs signings down, but the camera was much more the spotlight on Florian Wirtz and Isak that we signed compared to, I mean, Xavi Simons, I think, because they were like even more high profile, more money signings. So I feel there's a similarity of what's happening there between Liverpool and Spurs, trying to get that right fix going on. But the difference is Spurs still have a lot of world-class players for them injured that can still come into the team, whereas Liverpool, they got everybody there, and we're still trying to make it work. So
Yeah.
it's a tough one for Spurs because they did play well. I watched the game. I mean, it was a really good goal that Morgan Rogers scored. He's class as well. I thought he was going to get injured and cooked after that. But it's just chances again not taken, and unfortunately you lose. So yeah, what is your
Yeah.
take on that, Mister? Didn't get Xavi Simons, Hamza.
Yeah, I think it was a good game. I really sometimes don't enjoy watching Premier League games that don't involve Chelsea or a big game, but that was a Heritage Barclays Premier League game. It was kind of up and down. You're right about Matthias Tell. Every time I watch him, he can't trap the ball, which I think is a big problem if you have a striker. If you can't trap the ball, I played this morning against a team whose striker couldn't trap the ball for shit. So it's like, if you can't trap the ball, you're basically done. I thought I am disagree with you on Xavi Simons. I think he was all right. There's a couple of times where I think he could strike it, but I think he gives a lot defensively. But that goal by Morgan Rogers, wow. I mean, like Aston Villa, I know this isn't Big Six. Aston Villa aren't Big Six, but the way they played today was really, really good. They retained the ball really well. And that goal at the edge of the box was just like a culmination of everything,
Yeah.
And this is without
Buendia
Javi
one.
not even the Buendia one. I think the Morgan Rogers one, one was solid. But yeah, I mean, typical Spurs. Like Spurs are so random to me. Like we do predictions for this. It's like so hard to predict Spurs. I think I predicted Spurs to lose the last two games, and I think for this game, I think I predicted them to win. Right? Because it's just so difficult to predict. It's like so up and down. And I don't think it's a Thomas Frank thing because I think it's always been a thing with Spurs. They'll win loads of games and then they'll just like lose random ones. But like Villa are actually a good team. I think they've won 5 in a row now. When they lost to Bournemouth are now third, and Brighton are pretty high up in the league as well. So I don't know if Tottenham are a sticky one because you're right. They play amazing against Man City. They played amazing start of the season. They played amazing against PSG. But then they come up like unstuck against these really good teams that aren't in the Big Six, So it's like, how long can that continue for? But Fishnuts put in the chat, as a side note, Voltemada is a baller. And you're damn right, Voltemada is a baller. His name is Walter, right? That goal that he scored is just like, he's a problem.
Confidence is sky high with that dude right now.
He's a problem.
I think someone from Newcastle.
But he's very good.
Sorry, how does that? Sorry, go for it.
No, I don't think he's worth 70 million or 75 million, but he's very, very good. You know, but also Messi is
No,
very,
he's,
very
he's
good.
been doing good. He's been having a good stuff. I was gonna say, like, I think someone from Newcastle did some juju or something because transferred Alexander Isak Spirit into this German Peter Crouch. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on here.
That's exactly what he is, eh? And a skillful like Peter Crouch, you know? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he just
it's
got,
just
he's a baller, man. Has to be
Put some
said.
respect on his name, man.
he
He's
is
great.
he is right now. It's just working for him at the moment, and he's doing really well. The confidence he has is absolutely sky high for him. I mean, I'm just every
Yeah.
time I'm watching him, this dude is just freaking scoring for them. I just read something else now, just to touch on it, and it annoys me about the way Arne Slot sometimes handles situations like this. But he says that the last minute chance that Cody Gakpo had, if we were 3-1 or 4-1 up, Cody Gakpo scores that, and I'm like, how can you have a surety that he scores that if we were already up? Are you trying to say that he would have had the confidence or not already? I'm like, the fact of the matter is we weren't clinical. That's that. It's the last one. Now I wish there was anyone else on that header. I wish it was a Kitike or Isaac
Wait,
um,
Darwin
on
Nunez
that
was there.
header. Down Nunez even as well. Bro scored 2 goals this weekend. Praise for freaking Al Hilal. Um, but yeah, as I said, for Spurs as well with the whole Javi Simons situation, I think he is a player as well that's going to click. He's a lethal player. He is, but it's just so crazy because the Premier League is such a a demon. It's either you click or you don't,
Yeah,
and then
for
people
sure.
just leave and they slowly want to end up elsewhere, go somewhere else. And
Speaking of people like clicky and not, like, maybe that's a good segue to Mr. Enzo Maresca. He seems to be, clicking quite well there now at Chelsea. Getting another win against a foreign side who was left 17th now, 5 points only this season, but at the time it moved Chelsea up into fourth. Like, Chelsea's not looking too bad this season. I'm sure Hamza will talk a lot about the Blue Men. Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea. What a chant, by the way. So many meaningful words in that.
It's the what do you call it? The intonation of the voice. Sometimes it's high Chelsea, sometimes it's low Chelsea, sometimes it's mid. You know, but we all know what it means, right? Yeah. No, I can't dunk on them too much because at the end of the day, it is Forest under Ange. Like, we've got 6 points playing against West Ham's Potter's West Ham and Ange Postecoglou's Forest, right? So it's kind of like taking candy from a baby. You know, like, honestly, it shouldn't be something that I'm super proud of. Thing is, our injury list is so long, it's actually unbelievable, right? Achimpong, the new centre back from our academy, great header, but like his performance in the first half was like monumental, right? They brought in Taiwo Awoniyi, who basically hasn't played, I think, all season, they were saying, and he was trying to bully him. Like, those are the games where he can come in and go, you know what, who's this little 19-year-old kid? I'm going to bully him. And Achimpong, he got done once, but apart from that, like, he was flawless in the first half. Reece James, again, like a monster performance from right back. And that first half wasn't very good, to put it frank. As we say with Tell, gone actually the same. He couldn't trap the ball for anything, for love nor money, right? Second half, what happens? Bring on Moises Caicedo. We bring on, who else? We brought on Jamie Gittins and we brought on Esteval. And there was another player that we brought on. But Moises Caicedo, again, Moises Caicedo, like, he comes on and he just goes, I'm really good, so you guys are going to be really good, right? And he didn't even need to do anything. And it's just his aura, just like gravitated us towards getting that first goal. Then we bang in the second goal, and then, wow, Reece James, great finish for the third one. And we leave the City ground with 3 points once again. That's a happy hunting ground for us. So, yeah, I'm happy with the performance. I'm happy with the result. That could have really gone one of two ways, because Maresca's on the sidelines. Chelsea fans love to be toxic towards the manager. Love it. Call him Enzo Maresca, say Maurizio Pochettino, say whoever, right? They love to be toxic towards the manager. Those are the sort of games where you beat Liverpool, then you lose to Forest, then people are like, forget about the Liverpool game and call him terrible for losing against Forest, right? So, yeah, I'm very happy with the result. Very happy with the performances in the second half. And it gave me a lovely weekend. Because when you win that first game, you can enjoy all the other ones.
Fair enough. But you know what? It was a game that, it did show. I know you are talking about like how bad Forest are right now, but let's not forget you guys had to also adapt quite a lot for this game. Cole Palmer, obviously, he's been out. He's expected to be out for like another 5 to 6 weeks or so. And Fernandez missing out from the matchday squad. That must have been a shock. Also, Moises Caicedo only put enough on the bench. So
yeah,
there was a lot of adversity, I would say. Your way.
I mean, the adversity is seeing Gusto in midfield. Bloody hell! When he got a red card at the end, bro, I was like, Alhamdulillah, like I mean, I mean, this is so amazing, right? He's not going to play next game because watching him play football, apart from against you lot, it's just like it's a tough watch. It's a tough watch. It really is just a tough watch, right? Yeah. So seeing him get red carded, it was so pointless. Yeah, Sanchez got a red card with 1 minute to go. Esteban got a yellow card with 2 minutes to go.
What's this red card stories, by the way?
That discipline thing that
Every
needs to
game.
stop. Because people talk about, oh, we're young. That's not acceptable. I don't accept that as a excuse. You're young. That's not an excuse. We need to stop this red card nonsense. It might be funny, but it's like, what if this comes to bite us in the arse? You know what I mean? Like, it's not funny then, right? But yeah, no matter goes to the next game, which is great. Lavia had an okay game, but to be honest, first half, Ange had it spot on. They were all over us. Morgan Gibbs-White should have put them up 2-0, to be honest. They should have had a couple of goals. But they were very, very good. They were Nottingham Forest were really, really good. And then second half, Enzo Maresca just changed a couple of things, brought on a couple of players, which I really like about him. Because when he first came, he would just stay with the first 11 and be like, basically, like win or die, basically, with this team. But now he's a bit more adaptable, which is great. So, yeah, got the 3 points. We'll take it home. And then next week, we'll beat Sunderland, which is the plan.
Sunderland. Magui Davi. Magui.
Yeah.
Magui Davi. But yeah, boys. It sounded like it was an eventful weekend of football. Uzair ain't here anymore, but I thought, let's just touch on the next week's fixtures while we're here, and then we can probably end the stream. But
are you going to round up the scores from last week?
Or
do you want to add that on to next week?
Okay, I'll add it on to next week. So
add them on to next week, yeah.
I forgot to I forgot to do that.
Don't add on Jamie's because you got so many correct scores. It's pissing me off, honestly.
Again?
Bro, you got the 3-0 Chelsea. When Rich James scored, I was low-key like, oh, fuck's sake. Because I had 2-0
This
Chelsea.
guy, Jamie not bet on Liverpool to lose also.
Did he?
Draw? I was checking back. He might have, I can't remember.
Well, I'd do it, but yeah.
Nikhil is like a massive Jamie Gordon fan, by the way. Like, yeah, they want to verse each other in FIFA one day.
Maybe we will. We don't know. Maybe we'll see. Might happen.
Might happen. Okay. Okay, I want to share my screen, right? Because we're just going to talk like very, very slightly high level overview about next week's fixtures. Okay. Let me know if you guys can see my screen there. Make it seem like it's a Teams chat. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. The first Big Six games, we're just going to be talking about like the Big Six games. We're not going to talk about all of the fixtures. So yeah, like Hamza said, it looks like you guys are going to be opening it up for the Big Sixes. Home game at Stamford Bridge against Sunderland. What's everyone's thoughts on that? We'll start off from Hamza.
It's a top one, right? Sunderland, I'm from Newcastle, so I fucking hate them. Little Mackham twats, yeah? Stinky bastards. Honestly, I actually despise them. But they played really well this season. I've got to give it to them. And they love not conceding. So I think it'll be a tight game. I think they'll set up their stall, but I'm going to put my faith in Chelsea. And I'm going to go 3-0 Chelsea.
3-0 Chelsea. Yeah, no,
I'm going to go 3-0 Chelsea.
Can you argue that, really? Can I just add on top of that 3-0? Yeah, I agree. My prediction is a 3-0 Chelsea as well. Nikhil, what's your prediction for this game?
I think 2-0 Chelsea. 2-0.
2-0 Chelsea. Fair enough.
It's a 3 o'clock kickoff, though. We're always so weird on 3 o'clock kickoffs, I'll be honest.
Is it?
Incorporate that into your scoreline. We're always a proper little weirdos at 3 o'clock. Like we were winning 2-0 against Brighton or something, and then we end up losing 3-2. So yeah, deal with that information as you will.
Something happens something goes on in West London, I guess, at 3 o'clock.
Honestly.
Family.
Tristan, try and keep your bias aside. What do you think Chelsea will do against Sunderland?
Yeah. Bias aside, I actually think Sunderland will win this one 2-1. I mean, you laugh. Maybe we can clip this, but I think they'll win it. Sunderland have been doing really well. And Chelsea tend to have these weird games where they're playing a small team at home and then it ends up being bad for them. I think Bournemouth always give them problems at home. Brighton. So I think this is gonna be one of those. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We do
Um,
have those moments.
you say 2-1. What is the score? Yes,
2-1.
sorry.
Yeah, 2-1 to Sunderland.
Okay. Hamza.
No, we do have
your
bozo
advice.
moments. Tristan spitting. We do have bozo moments, just like Spurs did today. Like,
Yeah, same thing.
We'll
Same
follow our
thing.
London rivals, you know.
Uzair. We didn't know. We just did like a small prediction for the Big Six games for next week. So the first game from the Big Sixes was Chelsea, or is Chelsea versus Sunderland. So what's your score prediction for that game?
I'll agree with Tristan that Chelsea have these weird games against smaller teams, but I think they'll win comfortable. Like, I'm going for a 2-0 Chelsea. If we can beat them, Chelsea should beat them.
Hey, you're good, bro. You're good. You'll just beat the champions. So United are good.
For now. For now.
For now. Okay, so that's everyone's scores for Chelsea Sunderland. In all honesty, I think it should be just a normal, everyday, the office sort of thing. But Sunderland are actually doing quite well this season. So you never know. Maybe just so that Liverpool aren't the only team suffering, I actually do hope Sunderland win. But okay, let's move on. Hamza, your second team. I'm joking. Let's go on to Manchester United versus Brighton. Uzair, I'll let you start off. Like, after such a big win, what happens?
Games like these are
These are
always
parties
difficult.
for them.
Games against Brighton are always difficult.
Facts.
So I'm really not optimistic about that. Sure, we got the win now against a big side, but we're gonna go to Old Trafford against Brighton, and most likely we lose like 2-1 or something. Well, that's how the games go against Brighton. So I really
2-1,
don't know
you
how
think?
to feel about it. I think we'll probably draw like 1-1.
Oof, sure. That's so inconsistent, man.
But that's how games go again. We'll win against a big team. The next game is a smaller team. Either a draw or loss.
Typically, United do also win, lose. Now you're broke that
Yeah.
cycle. 2 wins in a row.
I mean,
To be
2
fair,
wins in
you
a row.
haven't
Maybe
gotten
we
the D
kick
in a
off
while.
from here. Maybe we kick off and go on a decent win streak. Or we go back to the drawing board.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna miss Picasso at this point.
yeah, so I'm gonna go for a 1-1 draw.
Sure, okay, 1-1. Okay, now, you know what? I actually do agree with you though. I do think, if I'm not mistaken, Brighton has been your like bogey team for the past 3-4 years now. Where I think you haven't really had like a double over Brighton. Brighton, I think 2 seasons in a row has had a double over you. So I think Brighton is definitely a tough opponent for sure. And Danny Welbeck also, he just shows up. So I think it will be a 1-1 as well from my side.
Okay, I think for this game, yeah, as I said, it's been such a roller coaster for Man United when it comes to Brighton. It's just been that team. Danny Welbeck scored against you guys. I think at that time it was Baleba as well who was giving United issues before. I don't think it's going to be an easy game for them at all. It's weirdly enough, the performance that they put in today compared to what they'll do there would be two different things. I think the last time they played Brighton, they lost at home 3-1. And then I think Brighton got the double of them last season as well. So I think it'll be a tough one, and I think Brighton win at Old Trafford 2-1.
Ooh, okay, interesting. Thumbs up.
I'm gonna go 2-2. I'll go for a Desmond. I think Brighton are also pretty inconsistent. Yeah, I think Brighton are also pretty inconsistent. I think Mbeumo and Cunha need to wake up at some point, and at some point they will. And I think this is the game where they will. So I'll go 2-2.
I'm very disappointed that the rest of the South Africans didn't get that joke, by the way. But Desmond 2-2. Come on, guys. You guys are making. You guys are tired.
I was wondering.
You guys are tired.
I'm not in the mood for jokes.
Tristan, what's your score prediction?
Brighton, Munich. I'm gonna say, yeah, Brighton, Munich 3, Man United 1.
It's like it's a reality check for United next weekend. It sounds like.
Yeah.
All I'm saying to you guys
I would
is,
love that.
remember what I
United's strong,
showed you
bro.
all
Feel
before?
bad for him.
Remember what I showed you before? It's just randomly, bro. Again. It's randomly, bro. It's random.
All the
It's
rule
there.
checks at once.
It's a tactic, Nikhil. That's how they
Yeah.
how they
You think
fish
they'll be
you.
watching Man United against Brighton?
I
He's
Oscar.
doubt
watching
it.
that.
Oscar
Hell no.
next
She'll be busy.
Yeah.
She'll be busy. Yeah. Right now she's planting the seeds.
Yeah. Busy
Next weekend is
cooking.
gonna be occupied.
They'll be busy cooking.
She's cooking
No
right
pun
now.
intended.
But yeah, no, I think okay, this no one gave a United win surprisingly. So
Yeah.
that's funny.
Okay.
Even men like Uzair didn't give a Brighton win. So,
I'm
United
not
win.
optimistic. That's why.
All right, let's go
For
on
that
to
game.
Sunday now. Arsenal versus Palace.
Oh, I
No,
love.
I've got Brentford, Liverpool.
You know, we usually struggle at away at Brentford, by the way. Like
Darwin
Liverpool
Núñez
don't really have
specialties.
easy games. Yeah, Darwin Núñez specialties is good. I think even that quadruple chasing season, we.
I mean, yeah, you look
drew
at
there.
it. Yes. I can remember watching Brentford Chelsea, and I mean, now we're going
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a
I
tough
think
game.
realistically, honestly, I'm tired of predicting wins for Liverpool. I think a draw. I think like a 2-2.
Sure. No, Liverpool need to win now. Now we need to win.
And but we needed to win this game against United. I mean, it's after the international break at Anfield, and we didn't win.
I'll be very honest with you. Like Nikhil, I would have loved to win
How much
against
more?
United. But
How much
the
more
main
of
thing
a
I
wake up
wanted.
call do we need? Do we need
No,
to
the main
lose
thing I
now to
wanted,
United?
the main thing I wanted for a good performance. Which Liverpool, you can say the only thing wrong was the fact that we were unlucky.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're
We're
not going to get a
clinical.
good performance
The
trophy.
performance was good.
There's no good
No, I
performance
know,
trophy.
but like there's so many, like literally you can count on all 10 fingers in your hands. There's so many issues wrong with Liverpool this season, and I feel like now we have to slowly start building it up again. We definitely are not the team that won the league last season, so now we have to start building it up again. But I think Brentford away, no Thomas Frank. I know they have some good signings like that. Who was that guy we were talking about again last week?
But they turn
Hamza?
up against the big teams.
They do. Brentford has a
They
very good
turn up.
striker. Who's that guy? Hamza? I can't remember.
Which guy?
The Brentford striker.
Igor
Igor.
Thiago.
Igor or something.
You got yeah.
He stopped scoring ever since I said put him in your fantasy team. He hasn't scored for like 4 game weeks, so don't listen to me. I don't score.
if he was going for the Ballon d'Or, maybe he would have been good. But he's not that good. Okay, no. But jokes aside, Liverpool away at Brentford. I'm going to go for Liverpool win the kill
Against
I
our
think it'll be-
ex-LFCOs, Jay Henderson.
Yeah,
Sepp van der
Keller
Berg,
knows we are
Maguire,
in need. Keller, Henderson, we're gonna ring them up like guys. Listen, we need a bit of a morale booster. They give us a penalty, and Keller, you're supposed to be
Give us a
diving out
penalty.
of the goal.
You don't want a penalty against Keller. Bro can save anybody.
No, Keller's gonna look the other way. Keller's gonna go like this. Like
Why doesn't he save it with his back facing us?
that's exactly what I did. Yeah, that's what he was doing.
Give us a 360 there.
Hey yo.
It's
It's not 180. I never understand why people say 360. It's
180,
a 180, bro. You're trying to see that Ross, bro. So like, come on, at least say 180. Anyway,
Hey, yo, what do you want to see?
yeah. Huh?
Yo,
Anyway,
bro's thinking about Eden Hazard cheeks here, man. Damn, we don't want to see them things.
I'm gonna go for a 2-0
Liverpool.
Liverpool. I think Liverpool come
2-0.
back in this game. Brentford, it is what it is. Like you always seem to dunk on them, by hook or by crook. So I'll go 2-0 Liverpool.
Tristan?
Yeah, I agree with Hamza. I think 2-0 Liverpool. You have to come right at some point, and I think it'll be
The
that game.
Spurs fan is telling us to come right. I hope.
No, but you know he's right though. Like there has to be a moment in the season, and I really hope in a very ideal world that we've had our blip early. Liverpool was always going to have a blip sometime in the season. Hopefully we've done it now. And I hope it's not going to be a season-long thing. Fingers crossed. Fingers
Yeah.
crossed. And then this is you can say a game that Arsenal will either look to extend the gap or close the gap.
Oof.
Because if Liverpool don't win here,
Yeah.
Arsenal's lead jumps even more. There's no Arsenal
Mateta.
representative here.
Mateta vibes.
Matets. Yeah, we need Matets to score there.
I think this is the game of the week, eh? Arsenal Palace.
I think so.
Game of
yeah.
the week.
Bro,
With the
Arsenal,
way
Arsenal are not even letting people have shots on target
Probably.
against them. What the fuck?
Yeah, but that's the thing. If
Palace
Arsenal
is
scores the first goal, yeah. If Arsenal scores
It's
the first goal,
crazy.
they're 70%
And now they're
away.
bringing on the Cristiano card. I mean, it's crazy.
different.
So it's, I don't know, man. It's such a tough game. But Crystal Palace showed that they've got what it takes. I don't think they'll go there and win. I'm just gonna call it a 1-1 draw, only because I know that Arsenal don't even barely concede. I'm gonna say 1-1. Mateta maybe hopefully cook something up there, but yeah, I'll say 1-1. Arsenal 1, Palace 1.
I'll go for a 0-0. For me, it's like Arsenal are very solid defensively, and once again, I guess people are not really touching on it as much as they should. But let's not forget the Newcastle game, which was a set piece. The game against Fulham was a set piece. So as much as Arsenal are good defensively, they are still not convincing me going forward. So I'm not gonna lie, Arsenal aren't that good, like attacking and offensively yet. So I don't think. I think Mateta's definitely the guy closest enough that can give them problems and can score for Palace. But because it's away, I was always gonna think maybe Palace won't score. So I'm gonna go for 0-0.
I'm going to go 2-0, 2-1 Crystal Palace. I think the
Palace,
game
okay.
yesterday, Mateta's got balls, man. What he did yesterday, he missed a couple of like gilt-edged chances, and then he came back and did the business against Bournemouth. And I know Arsenal don't concede many goals, and they don't even concede shots at the moment, but I still see frailties, right? Like I still see, like if somebody has quality, you can pick them apart a little bit. Whereas when, as an example, when when Liverpool were going for the league like properly in 2020, I never felt like anyone could score against them. Even though people would, I never felt like they could. I think there's just a little bit of quality missing from attackers in the Premier League, and you can get at Arsenal. And they still play Haram ball. Gyökeres doesn't score, right? He's gone 7 games without scoring, or 6 games or something like that. I think this is definitely an opportunity for Palace to get them. And obviously there's some more hope than reality. But I'm going to go 2-1 Crystal Palace.
2-1 Crystal Palace, okay. Tristan?
Yeah, I hate to agree with Hamza with him being supporter of evil, but
Support of evil.
I agree with him. I'm gonna say 2-1 as well. 2-1 to Palace. Palace are good. They've got a lot of motivation and, like, besides the good players, a lot of belief, good vibes. Arsenal are the real dark arts team, modern day Stoke. So they clutch at those set pieces, and I think they're going to be overrun this time.
Yeah. There's Wi-Fi. He's basically
I'm
toasted.
sorry,
He's toasted
guys.
his
My
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi is in Sakrat. I swear.
Tell them to change it and upgrade it instead of a toaster with 2 tinfoil things coming out to actually get a modem just there.
Bro, from microwave, I don't know what I must upgrade to. That's what my router is. That in champs, it's worse.
Oh, I don't know how you
Fucking
play
hell.
FIFA with this Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Bro will be playing photo hunting.
I'll give Uzair. You can maybe just touch on quick fire. Brentford vs Liverpool
Oh.
score prediction.
Y'all should bounce back. So I'm thinking a 2-0 win.
2-0 with Liverpool. Okay. Quick fire. Arsenal Palace.
Eze is homecoming.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Eze is
Yeah,
homecoming.
let it all
Yeah.
work out, eh?
So
Let it all okay.
was it Nikhil? You were saying that Arsenal don't look like a team that can concede at the moment.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
agree
but
with him.
Yeah, it's crazy. They don't allow a shot on target. That's how annoying it
Yeah,
is. I
I
mean, they play a
agree
back
with him
four with
there.
3 CDMs.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and also,
Tony
who was it that
Pulis
said
inspired.
something about Mateta?
Yeah.
Yeah. I said all of us touched
So-
on Mateta for a minute. Yeah.
It's a very tough game in my opinion. I'm
Yeah.
thinking like 1-1.
1-1. Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. So I think
Nobody
again, none of
predicted an
us
Arsenal
really.
win.
Yeah, no one gave Arsenal the win here. Interesting.
Yeah,
I
but I
definitely need
think
an Arsenal rap on this
I,
on this
I
panel.
think when it comes to the next game, I think if everyone's given their prediction, it's all about how many goals, honestly, because hey, bro,
Oh yeah,
Eesh.
Aston Villa.
it's just about how many goals because I can't. What City are doing now is
Haaland is
it's
back.
scary.
Haaland
It's scary.
is
It's
back. That's
scary.
the headline.
It's scary. Yeah,
Triple captain
Haaland is
Haaland for
back.
the game.
Haaland is back.
He's a
He's
bit
back.
away though, but I mean, Aston Villa
It's
hasn't
away.
been good defensively, to be fair.
They haven't. They haven't. They really, really haven't. And City are firing on all cylinders right now.
Yeah. Okay, I'll start it off. I think City still also don't look the best defensively, but I think the midfield is starting to gel a bit more. Um, I would say Reinders never really needed time to adapt to the Premier League. He's been doing quite well. And then I think Haaland is definitely getting supply from more people. And just Kevin De Bruyne. People thought, hey, Kevin De Bruyne's going, Haaland's going to suffer. No, but Haaland's getting some service. If anything, he's getting more service this season than he did last season. So, Haaland is cooking. I would say maybe a 3-1 City.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3-1 Villa. They won 5 in a row. Haaland seems like the only guy who can score for City.
3-1 Villa.
I don't see much
3-1
attack from the
Villa.
Is it 3-1
Yeah.
Villa?
Yeah, I don't see much from
Ooh.
the rest of the City team. Every time I watch them, I think it's Haaland FC, which is great. Like he might win the Ballon d'Or. He's the best striker in the world at the moment. But yeah, like
Okay.
we need goals. Well, I say we, but like if I'm saying you need goals from other parts of the team, you haven't proven you can do that just yet. And Villa are playing well. I think they played really well today, in my opinion, against Spurs after having a terrible start to the season. I think they're putting it all together. And City don't always have joy at Villa Park, right? So I'm going to go 3-1. The only thing that kind of makes me question that is like Aston Villa play in Europe. I think they're playing away on Thursday. So maybe that will come into it a bit.
Fatigue, yeah.
I think I'm going to go 3-1 Villa. Actually, no, I'll change it 2-1.
Villa.
I'll go 2-1.
2-1 Villa. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. That's interesting there. Okay. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Tristan, you will know Villa more than us right now.
Yeah. I mean, I disagree with Hamza on 2 points. I mean,
Finally,
Kane is the best
you
striker
beat
right
it.
now. Yeah. It's Kane, Hamza. I don't know if you know that guy. And then Villa went good today, I would say. So I'm gonna go with City. 2-1 to City.
Ooh, okay. Jose, what do you think?
Outside, like honestly, guys, who scores outside of Haaland? Like,
Yeah, no, you're right. It's just
Yeah,
Haaland.
right.
who scores outside of him? And yeah, if he's
But as long as
fantastic
he's
every
there.
game, you probably win. But
Is Mamouche back? Question mark. I know Cherokee is back.
I don't know. But the thing is, Jack Grealish is, I think, suspended. Oh no, Jack Grealish can't play. Oh no, why am I
Grealish
talking
doesn't
about Jack
play
Grealish?
for
Oh,
City
sorry,
or-
Everton. Sorry, I'm looking at the City Everton last game that they played because I'm trying to see if anyone scored besides Haaland. And the thing, what I would say was, I understand you say Haaland only scores, but if Haaland is fit and if Haaland starts, they lose.
Is inevitable.
Villa lose. It's almost getting inevitable right now with the way he's playing. And I think Villa do play midweek as well, so they go ahead Eagles. I don't know where that is.
That's
In the
not that
US.
far.
Like
That's
in
in the
America.
Netherlands.
It's in the Netherlands.
Yeah, so
That's not
they're
far,
going
to be
to
Yeah, there is
They
a
won't
Champions
play
League midweek game in between all of
Midweek
this.
And
game.
City
Midweek
play
game,
away, I
so-
think, as well. No.
they go to Villarreal.
Yeah. So it's probably even further for them.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Good
So
point.
Tristan, I don't know. You gave your score prediction there.
Yeah, I said 2-1 City.
2-1 City.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Is
think
that-
City win like 3-1.
I'm going 3-0 City. Erling Haaland hat-trick.
Yeah, man's
Mhm.
definitely triple captaining. He's pushing a propaganda. Okay, cool. Then we got Everton versus Spurs. Oof. At the Dickinson Stadium, by the way. Tristan,
I
what do you
think-
think? Yeah.
Hamza might be right, eh? I don't have a good feeling about it. I think Spurs definitely have like the quality to win this game pretty easily, but do Spurs turn up? I don't know. Yeah, and Everton are doing really well. David Moyes has got them firing. Grealish looks like his old self. Yo, um, man, I hate to bet against my own team, but I
Oh
think it's
my.
gonna be 2-1 to Everton.
Oh my.
Oof.
Is the trouble in paradise for Thomas Frank right now?
No, no, no. I mean,
Yeah.
if Frank loses this one, honestly, I'm forgiving him because Everton are playing well. They're at home. Ah, I'll forgive him. I'll forgive him.
You forgive him, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fair enough, fair enough. Okay. 2-1 for Everton, says Tristan. Nikhil?
I think it's such an up and down type of thing for Spurs right now. I mean, they lost at home, but then they're such a hot and cold team that they can lose at home, but then they can go win away. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they even did that um, to City. I mean, they beat City at Etihad, and then after that they went and lost. I think, could be wrong, but
Yeah,
it's it's such a he's Chelsea fan of the facts there just knows.
lost the ball.
If you
Obsessed with
look,
Spurs.
both teams are
That 1-0. Yeah,
living there
everything else.
rent free. I think Jack Grealish now is back because he was suspended, and he makes a big difference now. Him being back can really cause Spurs the issue, and if Spurs still have all the injuries that they do, yeah, I think Everton do win. I think they need a win. Obviously, losing 2-0 to City and are playing back at home at the Dick Stadium. So yeah, I think Everton win 2-1. I think Spurs still have the quality to score a goal, but I think yeah, Spurs at I'm not going to call Everton a big club, but Spurs going away to teams that are quite established, I should say.
Heritage.
They don't do
Premier
well. They don't do well
Pure
apart
Barclays.
from City, except if they go into the Etihad. Etihad, you bet for Spurs all day. If they go into the
Standard
Etihad,
procedure.
Easy money.
standard procedure. Brendan Johnson
Yeah.
cooking. But yeah, going to Goodison, well, used to Goodison now, Stadium. I think 2-1. I think Everton do win. I just don't see Spurs being able to beat them right now.
I think it'll be a 2-2. I think Spurs, yeah, defensively not looking the strongest, leaking goals, but
Mm.
they're very consistent. I don't know. I think it's a game that it all depends on who shows up on the day and stuff like that. Richarlison maybe. What's the latest with him? Is he injured? Is he
No, he's
fit?
playing.
I never watched.
He's fit.
He's
But
playing. Okay.
yeah, but it seems like he's being put in like the Champions League games, prioritized. So Tal plays the Premier League games and Richarlison plays the Champions League games. It looks like so. Yeah.
Oh my. Okay. But I'll predict a 2-2. 2-2. Hamza?
I'm going to go 2-1 Spurs. I think they put it together this weekend. I think they're good, man. Like for all the crap I give them, I think they're decent, man. And this is the sort of game where under like Andrew, a different manager, I think, at a heritage stadium, under the lights, they would struggle. But I think they'll put it together, man. I think they'll put it together and they'll get a 2-1 win away from home. And I think Xavi Simons will get a goal.
Crazy.
That's
crazy,
like a bonus,
crazy.
bonus bet.
Okay. And then Uzair?
I'm going 2-1 Everton.
Oof. And just like that,
Because I agree with Nikhil was Jack Grealish being back. Bro is cooking.
Yeah.
Bro is
I mean, Jack Grealish didn't play a game, they lose.
He
genuine.
left Manchester Blue for Merseyside Blue, and bro is absolutely tearing it up for them.
Yeah.
Did you not win
Never forget.
He was playing for the
Player
Clarendon.
of the Month last season?
Never forget,
Yeah,
Everton beat Palace at their home. Well, at Everton's home. They beat
Yeah, the
Palace
brothers
2-1.
The Palace team that was 19 games unbeaten also.
Crazy.
Streak was gone. Jack really sunk them at the end.
Yeah. So Everton is a strong team. When I'm looking at this game, thinking, hey, Spurs is the bigger team. And
I mean, the person, like, to touch on a Liverpool perspective with Everton, whenever we play them, like the standout figure in the defense is Tarkowski. He puts his body on the line like crazy. And I mean, he's a very, very good defender in my eyes, Tarkowski, especially when he plays against Liverpool. And of course, the goal he scored at Goodison. But yeah, he is a very, very good defender for them. But I think, with Jack Grealish back, it'll be a tough one for Spurs. But let's see, maybe.
Yeah. No, for sure. Okay, guys. It was a terrible weekend for some, a mid weekend for others. Great weekend for.
We're looking for your belt.
Sweden,
Yeah,
right?
we knew it. Make sure your pants don't
Oh,
fall.
But yeah, no, I think United fans will be heading into this week with a lot of smiles on their faces.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Any closing remarks from any of the panel members?
Watch Wednesday show. Me and Nawaz and hopefully Nikhil are going to do some madness about the Premier League. So make sure to check into that.
Yeah.
No
We'll be
problem.
live
Yes,
again on Wednesday,
guys.
yeah.
Yes, guys. Yes, I think Tristan as well. If you, because like it's the first time I think I'm interacting with you as well. And was there, drop your guys while we're on the live. You'll gamer tags, usernames, or whatever. Get everyone to follow and things. I mean, ours is
Yeah.
there already. Sing on the
Sure.
corner flag. For the 97 minutes as well, where we post.
Was there
on our
change your name,
content.
by the way? Impeccable HD. That's so Xbox 360. Bro.
Bro, it's like, I made that name in like when I was in grade 7 back in 2018.
That's like the last
just
time
stuck with
freaking United even beat Liverpool. So like I understand it's heavy.
I'm
And you know what?
keep
That time
it.
there, it was a Marcus Rashford brace when he chopped up Trent.
Oh, fair enough.
I miss my boy. man.
No, but listen. Make sure you all do plug your socials. So Uzair, once again, there was Impeccable HD, if I'm not mistaken.
Impeccable HD.
Yes, sir. And then Tristan is actually growing it up slowly. Being the first and only South African Spurs fan, I think you should target the international people. You should put a bit of a British accent there.
Yeah, I mean you
Try, mate. I'll try and do it best I can.
yeah, that's
Good.
good.
That was
Sounds like
quite good.
Solanke.
That's really good. Now
Sounds like
do a
Solanke,
Harry
I
Kane one.
swear.
Now do a Harry Kane one.
I'm not gonna let you disrespect my coach like that.
Great game, guys.
You want me to do a nice lisp and
Oh man, when I see you, man, just let me use the name I follow.
that's Mr. Bean.
Oh, Harry.
But bro
Especially
sounds
one.
just like it must have been.
Dirty Harry.
Yeah.
Oh, Harry Kane. Good to see you here. Okay. Cool. Guys.
This kit
I'm
that
gonna-
Tristan's wearing, I think that was like, isn't that the 15, 16
That's
kit or
Kane's
so? The
debut
older
season,
kit?
if I'm not mistaken.
The one that
Yeah,
Son,
yeah.
Didn't Son also debut in that kit now? Or Kane?
No.
I think it was Son.
Yeah.
This one is
Son
also-
arrived.
yeah.
Yeah. In this
Was that the
Yeah.
one?
That time Kane was
Was
wearing
that
that
the kid?
clear mask back then.
He
Yeah.
scored. He scored against Arsenal, Harry Kane. Yo, from the wing with the goggles.
Yeah.
Is that the kit where Eden Hazard cut inside and put it top bin
Hey.
and then something like him in the league? Is that the same kit?
You're a bastard. That same one where you guys finished bottom half, and that was your only saving grace of stopping Spurs from winning the league. Yeah, that one.
Of the
Yeah.
gel.
Look, this is that trophy. That's the trophy he's celebrating. Yeah,
Hey,
drop that
Big
game,
ears,
by the
man.
way.
Get the big ears.
Okay. But Tristan, what is your ad, by the way?
It's just Tristan _
at
Ogo.
Tristan expressions oozing.
Hey,
Oh yeah. Tristan's
That would be
expressions
cool, eh?
oozing. Tristan's oozing. Okay. Jokes aside. Guys, make sure you follow everybody. This was a good episode of Prem de la Creme, and see you guys on Wednesday.
All right, check you guys. Corner flag, sing on the cock. Hamza, Tristan, Uzi.
Thing on the cock.
on the what?
Good one.
See on the
What?
course,
Cool.
son?
Spurs.
What?
This thing's in the what?
Spurs.
Guys, what's going on?
Everybody,
Pause.
Yo.
Good evening.
I'm gonna tell your daddy said that.